Well, that concludes the day in the life of Lisa Aitken on the PSA Squash Tour. We are on a high-achieving day today. I want people to turn the volume up when I commentate. I don't want them to switch it off. Don't give ourselves enough credit for the courage that we have to do what we do. I just want to feel fulfilled. Body image is a big factor in most people's lives, I would say. Scary coming in as a woman to a very male-dominant workplace. We're looking to get a lot out of today. Started with some match analysis, then I had a call with my psychologist. We're now obviously on the way to Brekkie. After that, we're going straight to the gym to do some rehab. Straight from there, we're going to the glass court to have a hit with the famous Tim Garner. Straight from there, we're going to come back, grab a bite. Then we're going to hopefully be lucky enough to get a gym session in. And then it's back to the preparations for the commentary, rehearsal, boom, semi-final show, sleep, inshallah. Good morning, welcome to my palace in El Gouna. Come on in and let's have a tour. Yeah, I've been up for a couple of hours doing some analysis on that match that I commentated on last night in preparation for the semi-finals tonight. The first thing that happens after a coffee in the morning on a day of commentating. I always like to just come out here and just take a pause because look, you can see, like, this is like the best view in the hotel. You can see in the background, we've got the venue, the squash venue there. My favourite tournament rub on the calendar. Two things that stand out to me. I'd like to get my point across when we're in vision a bit slicker. Find that I've got the point in my head and then it comes out all a bit waffly. And I'd like to expand my knowledge in commentary. I just feel like in all honesty, I feel like I've become a bit stagnant in the comms box. So now I get to eat everything. Oh no, you brought the camera. I was gonna eat all the things that I wasn't supposed to eat on the camera and then take a healthy plate back to the table. How nice are these? Wouldn't mind them in my house, to be honest. Look, I don't think it's any secret that since I've had knee surgery, I've struggled with my body a lot. We get given a protected ranking for a certain amount of time and then you either come back or you don't and you lose out on that. I came back to not lose out on using the pegged ranking, but to be honest, too soon. And then I've struggled with my body ever since. I'm still trying to get it right. It's difficult because I'm also 2 years older, so I'm 35 now and still trying to think about my body, which is not where you want to be on a squash court. So yeah, as I say, lucky to be here, lucky to be in the draw. I've commentated this event for the last 3 years. I've watched that court. I'd love to get on it, but not like that. I think if you were to be honest, you're already, it's 5 to 11 and you're already finding it hard to keep up with me, aren't you? Welcome to a day in the life of the busiest girl on the PSA World Tour. So we're just off to the gym. This is the limbering up session. This is the start of the day, a bit of rolling, a bit of stretching, a bit of mobility. It's just a session that I never had to do before I was 30. My wee ball. Haven't quite been able to get full range back, so I'm like hypermobile. And I can obviously sit back on that knee, no bother. But since the knee surgery, I can probably sit to about there. Probably a theme all of my career, really. I've always enjoyed the process a lot more than I do enjoy the competition. And I think my rehab process was a bit like that. I think I really enjoyed it. It was brutal in terms of it really tested me. I was very open about the depression I went through that rehab. But I love how much it tested me. I love the challenge, the test of your character, how you respond to setbacks, how you respond to 3 surgeries, how you respond to pain. I enjoy it. I really enjoy. I think that's where you're really made in moments like that, rather than wins on the squash tour, if you like. I mean, they're nice moments, but they're not the moments that I will probably look back on and think they were the best moments. But I think as well, as you get older, you have a better understanding of your body. You have a better understanding of yourself. Let's do it. I think I had 2 years off from that ACL injury, and then I had 2 years off with an illness in my 20s, so it's like I've been caged animal for a lot of it. You feel like you live in a different world when you come to when I come and commentate. Yeah. You go into this bubble. You get so caught up in just the day-to-day of it all, and your routine in it, and then, like, I'm thinking tomorrow I fly back to Edinburgh. I'm gonna be cold.
Yeah.
For a start, I'm gonna have washing to do. Haven't hit for a couple of days, and I don't really know how sore my body is. Right now we're doing a typical drill that you would do at the start of a hit at a tournament. 2 shots, person at the back plays a drive to themselves, then a drop. Person at the front plays a drop, and a drive. Just a nice introduction to hitting and moving, really. It's not, and it shouldn't be done for anything other than hitting and moving.
I mean, I think what surprises people the most is how flexible the glass is. People, when they first step on it, they expect it to be like a window and be rock solid, but actually it is relatively sort of sprung.
Yeah.
And you can feel the flex underneath you.
Thank you. Arsenal!
Champions League.
Oh, that breeze is nice. So we've just finished squash practice. We are now in a tuk-tuk heading to the marina. We're going to get a post-squash acai bowl to cool us down and just get a bit of recovery in. They do ones with protein in it, which is nice. Sun-kissed after that hit and always very bothered. Always very bothered. Probably have some time for a bit of swim recovery, get changed, gym session, shower, get ready. I've not done, that was just like, that wasn't really a gym session, was it? It was just a, how's the body doing? Shukran. Saying this is going to be demolished in about 30 seconds.
Yes.
Smile. So I've got chia seeds, I've got coconut, that's the acai mix, peanut butter, I've got some granola topped with some lovely, hopefully fresh fruits, kiwi and banana. I think if we go back to that tournament in Qatar, when I first started commentating, definitely felt like I was stepping into a man's world, and that's incredibly intimidating. And I think how that's progressed since then is good. You know, we now have, not just me, the commentator, we've got Vanessa as a commentator presenter, we've got Laura, we've got Aisling, we've got Nicole, a couple of players have tried their hand, and that is definitely something that is encouraged. What I'm feeling is that if there is a player or if there is a member of staff that wants to try something, regardless of their gender, then there's an opportunity for them to do that. And we just need to keep going with that, for sure. It's very different to when I started 5 years ago. It's quite scary, actually. Scary coming in as a woman to a very male-dominant workplace. I felt like I had to be over-prepared.
Yeah.
I felt like I had to be better than good. I felt like I had to prove myself as a female. I really did feel like I had to prove myself that as a female, I could do this and show them that there was a place for that and that there was a place also for other women to come in and do the same. I want people to turn the volume up when I commentate. I don't want them to switch it off. It's not always fun because of those elements where you're feeling judged and you're trying to please everybody, right? Yeah, I mean, listen, I understand it comes from a place of, in the moment when they're writing it, it comes from an emotional place, if it's a player, or if it's a player's parents. And then like keyboard warriors who just want to dive in your DMs just to give you some abuse for no reason. Just trying to empathize with them somehow. It's obviously come from a place of insecurity somewhere. Oh, there's a statue of me, Joey, and Sorav there. When I said to you, I normally just do 1 coffee a day.
You lied.
back in the gym.
Let's go.
Well, gym 1 was just an assessment, almost like an activation session pre-squash. This is more of a strength-focused or rehab-focused based session. Like 2 hours a day in the gym. The older I get, the more days I take off. It's actually better to just tick over a bit. Be interesting to see what I do when I retire though. God knows what challenges I'd take on. When I got injured, I was vegan. For the first part of my rehab was vegan. Vegans are gonna hate me saying this. The way I like to eat, I was struggling to put muscle mass on. And it actually was holding me back in my rehab. Body image is a big factor in most people's lives, I would say. Particularly as an athlete on camera, on TV. I would be lying if I said I try and look after myself and I try and look good on camera, and I want to be asked back, right? So, as well, like, the more you look after yourself in terms of your body and things, that's going to pay back on court. Definitely have struggled a lot with my body image in the past, like totally at the detriment of recovery at times, I guess, not wanting to, being scared to feel properly. But it's not just women that have body confidence issues at all. Literally just jump in the pool, just finished gym, just want to enjoy this music. No, just a nice dip in the pool. The water is so good for your body, so good for your muscles, it's so good for recovery. I think whenever we're away with a team playing for Scotland, we always try and get some good pool recovery in, and it always just helps. My knee often has a lot of fluid in it, so it's just nice to just get that moving a bit, flush it out. And a little bit of when in Rome. When in Egypt, why would we not jump in the pool? The plan is, training's done, we're ready for commentating, grab some dinner, head straight to a pre-production meeting to plan the show or discuss the show, straight into a rehearsal, straight into live on SQUASHTV. Hello. In the studio, that's nerve-wracking because you're listening, you have to pay extra attention to our producer director, Thomas. He's speaking to you all the time in your ear, so it's quite nerve-wracking. Goodbye, see you tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you.
You're just keeping them for me again. You have, haven't you? You've got a stash.
Round the corner from you.
Oh, I didn't see
I
it.
woke up in the middle of the night and I noticed my girl wasn't on my side. Could have sworn I was dreaming her.
A lot of... Because you know all the cool things, innit?
It's my broadcast day today. He was not meeting his seeding very well.
Feeling nervous, about to go live. The first bit of the Envision and on semi-final day is always a bit nerve-wracking. Can you hear me? It's 2-all, 7-all. It's brutal. And in about 2 or 3 minutes time, I'm going to be going into the studio and interviewing the winner. I can't even tell you who it's going to be. So close. And we still have one match to go. And it could be the longest match. It's good. It's very high quality squash. It's good. I'm just very tired. Paul and Mustafa are on now, and then Joey and I will interview the winner in the studio. Then we'll close the show in the studio, and then everybody will go home apart from myself and our fantastic sound engineer. And myself and the sound engineer, we're going to stay. We're going to do a late shift, and we're going to record the highlight show that's going to go out next week. So we're going to be here for a good hour and a half after this match finishes, which might see us here till 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. Then,
Yeah.
free gloves. They'll keep me warm. Gloves.
I think you're supposed to be on air.
On air.
Yeah, you're not commentating on this match.
Stop. Yes, absolutely. Not with the tackles. Oh wow.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I love you.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you well.
Well, that concludes the day in the life of Lisa Aitken on the PSA Squash Tour. It started about 7 o'clock this morning, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, and I am completely delirious. I hope you had a great time and enjoyed the insight into my day. See you again soon on the PSA Squash Tour.